Hey everyone, welcome back to KC. There's a big rumor making waves in the WNBA. And yes, it's about Caitlin Clark again. Word is, under the upcoming WNBA collective bargaining agreement, Caitlin Clark could become the league's first player to earn a $1 million annual salary. That would be a major milestone, not just a pay raise, but a sign the league is finally starting to grow in a big way. Let's rewind a bit. A few months ago, WNBA players chose not to opt into their current agreement. That sent a clear message. They're no longer settling for low pay. They want a better deal. And frankly, they've earned it. The truth is, before Caitlin Clark entered the scene, the league wasn't pulling these kinds of numbers. Most players were making around $75,000 a year, with even the top stars topping out near $200,000. For a professional U.S. league, that's shockingly low. But it's because the revenue just wasn't there. The WNBA has been backed by NBA owners since the beginning. And let's be honest, those investors have been losing money for decades just to keep the league going. There were no charter flights, players flew commercial, and even had to share hotel rooms. It honestly looked more like a weekend tournament than a pro league. Some college teams had better treatment. Then came Caitlin Clark, and everything changed. She's a ratings powerhouse. In under a year, she's completely shifted the spotlight onto the WNBA. Merchandise is flying off the shelves, viewership is up, and excitement around the league is at an all-time high. This isn't a lucky break. She's become the driving force behind the league's momentum. So now, with talks of a new collective bargaining agreement, it's no surprise Caitlin's name is tied to a possible $1 million salary. And honestly, she deserves even more. She's bringing the kind of value that could justify $10 to $20 million a year. That's how much she's changed the game. And since we're talking stars, let's mention Angel Reese for a second. She definitely has a strong brand and marketability. But in terms of her play and overall impact, things are starting to cool off. Truth is, she really hit the spotlight after her moment with Caitlin Clark. That was her breakout. But unless she steps up her game in a big way, she may settle into more of a supporting role while Caitlin continues to lead the league forward. Bottom line, Caitlin Clark isn't just a rising star, she's reshaping women's basketball. Caitlin Clark is on track to become the face of a whole new era in the WNBA. And if this $1 million salary rumor turns out to be true, we may look back at this moment as the point where everything changed. According to reports, Caitlin Clark could be one of the first WNBA players to earn $1 million a year under the next collective bargaining agreement. This shift comes after a huge year of growth in 2024, largely thanks to a wave of top college stars joining the league. And none bigger than former Iowa standout Caitlin Clark. Her impact has been massive. From record-breaking ticket sales to TV ratings, she's brought new energy and attention to the WNBA. And it couldn't have come at a better time, with the current CBA set to expire after this season. Now here's where things really matter. One of the biggest issues in the upcoming negotiations is player salaries. Right now, the highest-paid WNBA players make just under $250,000 a year. That's the max contract, $249,000 and $244. Let that sink in. And yet, some people out there are still arguing online about whether these athletes deserve more. Even some former players are jumping into the debate. But let's be real. The league has changed, and so have the stakes. According to a new report from ESPN, top WNBA stars could soon see a major boost in pay. And honestly, it's long overdue. In the next WNBA collective bargaining agreement, one team source says max salaries could jump to around $1 million. That's a 300% increase from today's $249 and $244 supermax. And if that happens, the league's salary cap would also have to rise significantly, possibly landing somewhere between $4 million and $5 million per team. That's a big deal, because think about it. You can't have one player making $1 million while the rest of the roster earns pennies. The pay structure has to rise across the board. It's all connected. Now, let's talk about Caitlin Clark's current deal. Despite being the most talked-about player in the WNBA, her rookie contract is only worth $338,000 over 4 years. She'll make just over $78,000 in her second season, and the highest she'll earn under that deal is $97,582 in 2027, if the Fever pick up the option, which they definitely will. But here's what really shows her value. Last year alone, she reportedly brought in $11 million in endorsement deals. That's how powerful her brand is. Right now, the WNBA's salary cap sits at just $1, or $3 million. So this new CBA won't just benefit the league's biggest stars. It's also going to make a huge difference for top college players coming in. They'll be stepping into a league where the pay finally reflects their talent and value from day one. When it comes to rising stars like Juju Watkins, there's been a lot of buzz about whether new players could land massive contracts right out of college. But under the current WNBA system, that's not how it works. Right now, rookie salaries are locked in by a pay scale that's part of the league's collective bargaining agreement, CBA. For 2025, the top 4 draft picks will earn about $78,800 in their first season, with gradual increases each year, maxing out around $105,000 by year 4. Picks 5 through 8 will start at $75,600, and the rest of the first round gets $72,400. Second and third round picks and undrafted rookies make even less, just over $66,000. And here's the catch. These contracts aren't guaranteed. If a rookie doesn't make the final roster, they don't get paid. This is very different from the NBA, where top draft picks often sign multi-million-dollar deals right away. In the WNBA, even the most high-profile rookies can't negotiate for more money. They're all on the same scale, no matter how famous or talented they are. The only way a WNBA rookie can earn more is by completing their first contract and negotiating a new one after proving themselves in the league. That said, this could all change soon. The WNBA recently opted out of the current CBA and is pushing for a system that allows more flexibility, including the possibility of bigger contracts for top prospects right out of the gate. But for now, no matter how big their name or how many medals they've won, rookies are all paid under the same limited scale. The WNBA lost $40 million last season. But if the league keeps trending upward, there's real potential for big money through future media rights deals. Now here's something not a lot of people are saying out loud. Yes, it's fantastic that these women are finally about to get paid what they deserve, no doubt about that. But let's be honest, for that to continue, the league has to stay exciting and watchable. Right now, the officiating is starting to become a problem. Too many bad calls, too many missed fouls. It's hurting the quality of the games. I was watching recently and Kayla was getting fouled all game long. The refs just let it go. It was tough to watch. Some of the hits she took were way over the line, and don't even get me started on the draft process. That still needs a lot of work too. If the WNBA wants to keep growing its fan base and bringing in real money, they have to clean this stuff up, especially the officiating. It matters. Let me know what you think. Drop a comment and let's talk about it.